Michigan State wearing tonight. They're celebrating and honoring the 80s here tonight. Throwback to the 1986 National Championship. Spartans have been off for 2 weeks. They've practiced close to 100 times this season. And Adam Nightingale talked earlier in the week about how fresh they were and how sharp they were in practice. Here's Brennan Ali comes in, punched away by Trey Augustine. Back onto the stick of West. West ahead to center, steered in by Caden Lindstrom. Nicholas Kemp now will use that glass, trying to work it up the wall. Tiernan Shoney intercepts, and a flash of leather from Kemp. Let's see if they can get it done. We'll have both the games in this series for you here on Big Ten Network tonight and tomorrow at 6. Daniel Russell into the corner. Fred talked about him and what a player he's been. He's been here since the start for Nightingale. And Sturback comes in and rips one up top. And Michigan State gets the first goal to draw first blood in the game. It's 1-0.
Now the Buffalo Sabres second rounder has added offense to his game this year. What we talk about, Daniel Russell, he wins the battle. And they get it out to Maxim Sturback. We talked about Daniel Russell's clever stick. I think that was on full display. Andrew Ogilvie, the assistant coach with the Irish, had him at Colorado College.
Yep, here is a hot shot off the shoulder from Romani. Anthony Romani. Porter Martone had 3 goals in the series. One-time chance there off the stick of Axel Kuhlman. Wide of the target. Now the puck played right back in for the Irish, and they get one right on cue, Fred. They power that one in, and it's Oliver that pounds it by Trey Augustine, and we are tied at 1-1.
2-on-1 down low. There's not movement, and it comes from face-off possession, and it looks like Sturback's going to be able to get it out. There's 2 players there, and they free up Dashiell Oliver. And as Oliver unloads, he's got his first career goal, and the guy who passes the puck to him goes, given his chiseled frame at 6'3", 215 pounds.
The Greek Adonis, as Jared DeMichael told us last year, that's what they call him. He is chiseled. Spartans back to the man advantage here, as I mentioned, third time. They're 24.4%. Notre Dame now shorthanded. Cole Knuble right in. Augustine had to make a stop there. Axel Kuhlman now, glass and not out. Kept in at that point by Matt Basgall. Riker Lee chipping that puck free. Down low, backdoor look in front, scramble! Beautiful passing! There's that top line! Russell to Martone to Strable, and it's 2-1 here in Mont.
Always looking to get the goaltender out of place. Martone doesn't have to move, comes across to him, and you can see Kemp react. I have to push right across. No, instead it goes to the middle of the slot, and Charlie Stramel.
Big scrum down there in the corner. Everyone trying to work that puck free. 5 of them down there, deflected, and a great stop.
No, for the weekend, these 2 games, they can put some pressure on this Spartans PK.
Top unit out there. Here's Cole Knuble. Drags it, scores! No, it stayed out. Looked like he put that under the bar, but it did not go in by Evan Werner. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a counter.
That's a goal. Yep.
2-2.
It came out so fast. That was my reaction.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
Carries out for Michigan State. Out in front, Kemp poked that free, Notre Dame. Stramo back in behind the Irish goal. Backhands it up to Barnhill. Barnhill's shot still got Mastro to Minico and Martone. They've had something brewing all night. They're still tied up behind the net. And he had time and room and missed the net. Now Werner shoots, and that one gobbled up into the breadbasket of Trey Augustine. Back up top, got by Owen West. 10 seconds and counting left in the power play for Michigan State. Lindstrom looks down low, there's the pass. Pearson couldn't stop it, it's in! A 3-2 lead for Michigan State as they get one home with 2 seconds to go on the power play.
Gonna say, haven't heard much from Caden Lindstrom tonight. Watch him just across the line, and this is a bullet, a whir of a pass to Gavin O'Connell, who scores for the second straight game. Remember, he scored the opener at Little Caesars Arena.
And all of our crew appreciate their efforts. Couldn't do what we do without them. Underway here in the third. We start 5-on-5. Michigan State with a 1-goal lead here. Paul Fisher. Canuble had it taken away. Porter Martone leaning on him. It's Fisher, and it's in! Porter Martone fends off Fisher, and that makes it a 4-2 game with 1:19 to go.
He opened net the first time, and he was bound and determined to get this one in, with defenseman Paul Fisher all over him. And that's the type of strength and power. And
Henry Nelson gets it into the corner. Up top, final seconds here. This one is the final, and it's 3 points.
Hits 40 points last night. Nicholas Kemp now day-to-day, and Michigan State did some damage on the power play.
Better games against Michigan State. They played the other one way back in November. But they got to find a way to win here against the top-ranked team. Here's Owen West now. Romani shoots. Blocker down there. Good stop for Pearson. Nielsen goes down. Battle continues along the far side wall there. Coming free now to Romani. Anthony Romani. Owen West had a scoring touch as of late. They're going to blow it dead because as soon as the helmet comes off, and it did there on that hot shot, and our camera crew caught that last night. It was all over Twitter as well. And goalies like relief pitchers, in my opinion, a rare breed. A tip in front. It's shot in from the circle. It's Martone that let it go. The screen would not allow Pearson to see it, and Michigan State on the board. 1-0.
Well, it doesn't matter who's in the circle. It's face-off possession for the Spartans, and Van Sage's job is to get as close to Pearson as possible without his skates touching the blue paint.
Easy entry, up though, turned over. Barnhill cannot get it out. Brown kept it in. Kumlin back to Brown now. Brown cross ice. Look, chance. They score! Mastro Domenico jumped on from the point, and a beautiful backdoor look by Brown to Mastro Domenico. We're tied at 1.
To the right of Trey Augustine, and Mastro Domenico releases right there. All the focus, all the puck watching by the Spartans was on Brown and company, and then he gets it across, and Mastro Domenico does not make the mistake. Short side, Michigan State out of that flow. One of the reasons Luke Pearson, the starting goalie for the Irish, every opportunity he had, shut the play down, get a whistle, reorganize defensively.
8 shots on the power play for Michigan State in that opening period. 1 for 3 for MSU. There are those numbers there up top of your screen now. Riker Lee. He fires a bullet up top. The Wizard pulls the string on Pearson, who did not have his goal stick, and a beautiful bullet up in the corner for Lee.
Oh, there's power play formation, then there's freelancing. The shot by Martone knocks the stick right out of the hands of Pearson. So his stick's in the corner. Riker Lee, little pull and drag. And he realizes, hey.
16-11, the shots on goal here in the game. 2-1 MSU leads it. Sagi able to get a piece of that. Riker Lee wins the race in front. And Van Sagi with a chance and a follow-up, and Nielsen, he puts it in.
Does not want to go up and down the ice and trade chances. It would have been an icing. And against Patrick Geary. And then Caden Lidstrom comes in.
Yep.
After video review, Michigan State's number 28 has been assessed a 5-minute major and game misconduct for checking to the head. Due to this being occurring before the scoring of a goal, we have no goal on the play.
Eric Nielsen. It was Nielsen that scored that for a short time gave Michigan State a 3-1 lead, but it came off, of course, for the major. Here comes Martone. Penalty coming. Martone in. Pearson. It went in! It went in! It bounced in! And now they've got that 3-1 lead again!
This is just the sheer strength of Porter Martone. He starts the play with a steal and then cuts off the defenseman.
Third to come. Cole Knuble. Rink-wide feed. Good job, Manisto. Look out. This kid can fly. Here comes Manisto. Short-handed. Shoots. And he scores! The flying Finn does it again! A short-handed goal!
I think his stick is underrated. Look at there. He's in the lane. Pokes it away from Mazzani. He's off to the races.
He was gone in a flash there like he was a couple of weeks ago on an empty net goal to seal that win. Massive goal, shorthanded tally, 3-goal lead here now. Notre Dame now looking to get something. Augustine couldn't get over there, and Bemis pings one in off the pipe, and it's a 4-2 game now.
Speed and strength. And the no-look pass.
And Sagi able to slow it up, gets it free. O'Connell. Second group now on the power play, and West snaps one in, and he continues to be red hot from a goal-scoring standpoint.
Zone entry, and you have to have quick feet walking across the blue line, get to the middle, dominated the face-off circle.
Underway here in the third period, Michigan State. Sturback shoots off the goal stick. MSU trying to put another one. Pass Luke Pearson, good stick, good challenge, Sturback. Russell shoots, another stop, loose, score! Porter Martone! There's the hat trick, and here come the hats onto the ice in One Arena.
Little chip ahead, but Matt Basgall, or that was Maxim Sturback, has been so good today at anticipating, jumping up, knowing he's got support behind him.
Castro Domenico there got on Jarecki. Here comes Jarecki with Manisto. Manisto will go to the net. Jarecki shoots and scores! Griffin Jarecki snaps it short side.
Has got the speedy Tommy Manisto with him. Just battles through the check of the defenseman as Manisto gets it to him. Jarecki beats him on the glove side for his third career goal, second of the campaign.
Season high 7, maybe 8 from Riker Lee on cue. Riker Lee undressing Pearson.
Last guy you want to turn the puck over to inside your blue line. And this is
Jarecki carries in, and the time winds down. Michigan State with a 6-goal win. 8-2, Porter Martone with a hat trick.
He's a tall lad, 6'4". Like to improve those numbers. We're off and skating here in Pennsylvania. Marsko exploding off of the faceoff, leaves for Fink behind the goal. McKenna on the point. Jackson Smith. They exchange spots. They do so again. Smith to McKenna. Trying to open up some seams here in the midst of a power play. One-timer, Fink scores! Aiden Fink, power play goal!
Good guy for the Nittany Lions to get going here. Aiden Fink, his 6th goal of the year, a power play goal, but you watch him as he moves from one side of the ice to the other. As you talked about it, Dan, McKenna and Smith were kind of playing back and forth on each other. And Aiden Fink just kind of goes from one side of the ice to the other and then buries it low to the blocker.
Inching in, Fink the shot. It's deflected wide. Drops down for Weebush. Gavin McKenna in the midst of the power play here. Aiden Fink straight away. Jackson Smith thought about it. McKenna The low drive scores! Gavin McKenna, 2-0, Penn State.
You know, when he watches a play like that, Gavin McKenna just putting that on the net, almost like a shuffleboard. Low on the ice, he sees Matt DeMarco has the traffic in front, and he just throws it on net. Everly has no chance, does not see the puck whatsoever, and then a puck movement from the Buckeyes there. Can't find the back of the net.
Burnside, Thompson. Caron creeping in, shoots, scores! Oh, Felix the Cat from far range on the power play, and Ohio State finds life.
But he gets another crack at it. Love it, gets his head up, toe drag in a little bit. Goes far side, and the Buckeyes have answered on the power play.
Penn State dominating the shot department.
Did not see that, especially at the Blue Ice Arena. You didn't have to adjust to having a big 4 or 5 inch growth spurt. It's just a steady incline. He can always kind of practice his skating stride without having some big, 5 inch burst in his height change.
Time ticking away in the opening period.
Couldn't finish my sentence there. There's been so much to talk about.
It's usually Penn State dominating the shot department.
Did not see that, especially at the Blue Ice Arena. There's that length working in his favor.
Think the forward up top with Smith. Gavin McKenna, the one-timer, scores! Redirected in front, looks like DeMarco.
(18, 19, 20, all the way up to 24-year-olds. The game is coming faster, and you got to find your way through repetition.
Scramble off the face-off. Good fight for Penn State to gain possession. DeMarco, Weebush scores! J.J. Weebush.
Felt like a goal from about this time last year when they put that line together. Obviously, Charlie Serrato is not in there right now. Reese Lawback is, but Matt DeMarco with the play.
Pass takes a deflection right onto the stick of Aiden Fink. To McKenna, broken up by McGinley nicely. Thompson gives to McGinley, breezing on through. Caron the shot, scores! Felix Caron finds a little catnip once again. He's got his second of the night.
Isn't going anywhere. Really nice play there from McGinley. He starts it, gets it to Thompson, and then Thompson gets the chip back, and then I got to imagine Caron is calling for that puck. McGinley makes a really nice pass, and then, like you said, Felix the Cat with an absolute snipe, and they pull the Buckeyes back within 2.
Gordon in the high slot on his backhand. Shoveled down low, there's Hong. Little cycle here, Gordon couldn't get the pass. Great keep in there with the swat by Sabo, but it's only momentarily. Ben Schoen skates forward, dropping. Van Olm scores! Shea Van Olm! The party continues for Penn State.
7 goals, we're not even halfway through this game, but I like that play. Shea Olm did not dust it off, didn't stick handle that puck came to him, and he ripped it right away. Don't think, just shoot.
Seals the wall, Fink to McKenna, shoots! Hillebrand stopping Gavin McKenna there. McKenna and Penn State holding in. Loose puck, Aiden Fink. Gavin McKenna, he's in. Nisa shoots, scores! Nisa from McKenna.
Will absolutely destroy you against this offense. Buckeyes are within a half a foot from getting that puck out of the zone, unable to. Aiden Fink finds Gavin McKenna. Is he going to shoot? Is he going to shoot? With 12 minutes left in the second period.
game, 6+ goals for Penn State, and the night is still young. Now turnover, watch out, breakaway, Davis Burnside in, shoots, scores! Davis Burnside immediately answers back.
Matt Godowski, I think he just like, I got my guy in the middle. Davis Burnside reading the play. Sees that, goes high glove on Josh Fleming, the senior, with his 4-2 going in Penn State's direction. But an absolute, I don't know how to describe it fully.
Van Olmen shoots, score!
Make that number 7 on the period. Great little pass from Gavin McKenna. The turnover just outside the blue line, and a backhand sauce. A great catch from Shea Van Olm. Skate to stick.
On 2 here for Ohio State. Wise to Sabo. Sabo the cut, doesn't bring the puck with him. Weebush the other way. Odd man rush with DeMarsico. DeMarsico in, shoots, scores! DeMarsico does it again!
The roles reversed. Weebush to DeMarsico this time. Quick move in front, goes through the 5-hole. Obviously, honestly, Gavin McKenna and Matt DeMarsico putting on a show right now for Nittany Lion fans here at Pagula.
We'll see if Ohio State more fighting them left. And that's off of Hillebrand, just deflecting wide. Picking up the scraps there, Gavin McKenna. DeMarsico wants it, one-timer coming, scores! Tipped in front.
Puck has just been following around 72 all night. Matt DeMarsico gets it to the net. Here's a good look at this. That reach out, tip in. Very similar to some of the tips we've.
There's Josh Fleming. Gordon. Isley in front. Isley bangs it home. Good little combination play for Ohio State. Not much celebration, and that's not a surprise.
For a guy that had a ton of chances earlier in this game, this might be something at least that kind of, you know, erases it a little bit for tomorrow night. Does it matter for tonight? Obviously not, but maybe.
Just trying to break more team records here, Penn State. Smith and McKenna up top. Jackson Smith pounds it home. 10-4.
That other penalty, so there should be still a power play here for Penn State.
Ball back. Looking high short side there, but Hillebrand had it covered. Godowski, law back.
Nice pass. Look at that, head up the whole way. Moves a little bit, then through the seam, and Reese Lawback. This is absolutely bananas. And you look at the shots. Ohio State has
40. Pretty amazing stat. 6'6". Josh Fleming tended the net last night. He was brilliant for Penn State. And you usually don't say that after a team scores 11 goals, but he truly was. As Ohio State, Deckut played with some energy last night in the loss. Feeds it back for McGinley. There with intentions off the wall. It works out. Deckut shoots, scores! Deckut, as McGinley created it from the point. Sam Deckut with the finish. And watch out, Ohio State off and running here.
getting that puck up to the point. The guy that eventually is going to score the goal up to the point winds back around. McGinley gets it in there. You see Sam Deckut come winding around here. The puck pops.
Huntsman in front. Radler, the stop now. Hong the drive. And that's patted aside by Kevin Radler. 65 seconds to go in the period. Here's Misa for Lawback. Shown along the wall. Misa, Lawback. Van Ohm shoots and scores! Power play goal, Shea Van Ohm.
Shea Van Ohm got a little education earlier from head coach Guy Godowski, but right now, that goal scoring is starting to come into play for him. Reese Lawback kind of waited as long as he could. Looks like he's going to rip it. He waits long enough. Keep Eberle to the front of the net. He's not able to get over in Van. We'll see what happens here now. If they get another shot, will Ohio State get an opportunity?
There's Caron, the drive. Calmed down by Radler. He didn't know where the rebound was. Pried loose by Carabella. Thompson blindly in front to Gordon. Caron shoots. He scores! Felix Caron pounces on it. And Ohio State, a big power play goal. They have the lead.
Gets one on the power play here. Ryan Gordon, who is now playing in this position because of the Davis-Burnside ejection, makes a nice little play. He's trying to get it for himself. As he puts it through his legs, he loses the puck, but it goes right to number 13.
Clean breakout for the Buckeyes, led by Jake Carabella. Dropping to Isley. There's McGinley, the backhand shot. Radler keeps it out. A scramble ensues.
Great rush there from the Buckeyes. Carabella gets it outside, goes to the net. McGinley, who's had a ton of chances, goes to the backhand. That puck is sitting in the crease. Carabella is not able to get his stick on it. And then Amon does a good job of deflecting it up and out of play. Great look here. Jake Carabella, that puck is bouncing in the air, so it's not flat on the ice.
Quickly transition, breakaway, Thompson, Deeg shoots, Radler hangs with them.
Breakaway, Radler makes the save, and then again, he came up with another one on Carabella after that.
Sabo, the drive, scores! Broughton Sabo, the bomb, it's 3-1 Buckeyes.
I don't know, that might have been a tip-in by Sam Deckut in front, but a great shot.
Face-off win from Max Montez.
Who's been terrific in the crease, but look at Deckut goes to the net. Yes, he does. That gets a little tip on that shot. But a great play. That's what you do. You win a face-off, you get help from your winger. He gets it to the point.
Fink flies across center. Checked off the puck there by Hong. The penalty kill's been a strength tonight for Ohio State, and it continues. Hong to Montez. Back to Hong to Montez. Shoots, scores! Oh, that's a brilliant shorthanded goal. Montez to James Hong. Make it 4-1 Ohio State.
Like that Penn State first unit was late. James Hong is fresh, just out there, is able to beat Aiden Fink to that puck. Little give and go kind of action there. He loses it. Montez back to Hong, who finds Max Montez on the far post, and he buries it under the crossbar. Back and Van Ohm.
Hong the steal. Now shorthanded with Montez. Montez in. This time Radler gets a pad to it. Jackson Smith showing his brute strength there behind the goal. Now a lane for Katzen, trying to create off the rush. Dropping it off for Weebush. Weebush in, shoots, scores! J.J. Weebush.
From J.J. Weebush, his second goal of the weekend. Left Katzen carrying the mail in, leaves it for Weebush. Look at that quick move from his backhand to forehand, puts that over the shoulder of Christopher Eberle. Gets inside of Gordon's stick and then goes far side. Quick hand.
Combined goals this series in the second period, 12. All others, 9. So we expect things to maybe calm down here in the third period.
A lot of minutes on the power play for Penn State right now.
Another 2 here now. Fink the forward up top. Gives to McKenna. Jackson Smith. Love the movement up top. Smith blows a tire, but he's bailed out there by Fink. McKenna right in front. Weebush scores! Set up by McKenna. Power play goal.
J.J. Weebush, second of the night, but aggressive. You see Ohio State's got 1, 2, 3 guys up top there. Not able to get back to the back post, and the one-touch pass from Gavin McKenna to the backside, and J.J. Weebush tucks it in just inside the post. Eberle's right there, but actually goes off his skate in the net, and we have a one-score game here at Pagula.
A great extension there by Chris. Ingles the drive for the point, thumped off the pad of Radler. Law back, ahead for DeMarsico. Crespo scores! Just like that, Jared Crespo, we're tied!
The Buckeyes had the puck on offense, but a great pass up to Matt DeMarsico. Ingles makes a nice play on him, but you see Sabo and Ingles both go to him. Crespo comes from the backside. Nobody catches him. They can immediately get on the rush. If Penn State gets it, they're able to clear it. That's going to negate the rest of the power play.
Carabella to Sabo. One-timer from Caron, softened by Radler. Riley Thompson, power play has expired. Caron, the one-timer, off the goalpost. McKenna, a few spins. Over for Jackson Smith, the defenseman. Back to McKenna. Little finesse, couple drags, shoots, scores! Brilliant! Gavin McKenna, overtime game winner!
Together here was really something, and you get 3-on-3, there's so much ice, and one little move there gets the twirl on Ryan Gordon, who's had a fantastic hockey game for Ohio State, but one little quick shimmy from his left to right, and then he puts it through the stick of Gordon again.
From the Kohl Center, Michigan, Wisconsin, we are underway here on Big Ten Plus. Wolverines win the opening draw, goes back behind the Badger net for Pulver to make a play.
Aiden, when talking with Michigan assistant coach, he said it's absolutely crucial for Michigan to get off on the right foot and not let the Kohl Center get going tonight.
And once this place gets going, it's hard to keep them down. Centering pass! Saved by Ivan Kovic, and it comes loose. And now here come the Wolverines the other way. Hughes to Moldenhauer. Robertson across, down low, they score! Captain TJ Hughes on the power play. And Michigan takes the lead here in Madison.
Brother today was also a goal scorer in Milan.
Absolutely. And Michigan with the power play goal. The Badgers so close to getting that shorthander with Tyson Dick. Ivan Kovic made a great stop. But hold on. The Badgers are going to be different than the ones that the officials get. Looks like it was a quick review though, so. No goal. TJ Hughes will have to wait to get his 16th goal of the season. Here's Park, up ahead. Horkoff, still with it, goes to the point. Here's Park once more. Lifts it to the point once again. One-time shot from Horkoff to save, the rebound saved again. In the corner, McKinney battling for it there with Osborne. Up ahead, shot from the point, blocked in front. Nice rebound for Michigan, blocker save from Pulver though. Montgomery has it in the corner. Dubinsky now behind the net. Zilanov lets it run. Here comes Montgomery, 2-on-1 chance. Montgomery, a shot into the glove of Ivan Kovic. Up 3 goals on 6 shots, so a much better start for Eli Pulver tonight. Here's Horkoff, fans on the shot, but stays with it. Centering pass, Spence, a shot saved by Pulver. And Palatichuk skates it out. Rayo Mullen to Hage. Hage at the circle. Goes behind his back to Horkoff. Makes a nice move around Morrissey. Takes a shot. He scores! What a snipe from Will Horkoff. And the Michigan Wolverines take the lead here in Madison, and I think this one's going to count.
Important moment before we head to break in less than a minute remaining in play. that really will shift the momentum in Michigan's favor, and they were successful on this power play, which the Wisconsin Badgers.
It's one and done, and guys, we're really seeing that here tonight, especially with Eli Pulver. Guys.
Thanks, Rach, and we are back to start period number 2. Fitzgerald to Dexheimer. Across to Morrissey. Now Dexheimer up the middle, takes a shot, save made by Ivan Kovic. Gets it to Finley. Now here's Finley at the point. Dexheimer rips one, save. The rebound is loose. Still no whistle. Here is Schock, the only Wisconsin native on this Michigan team. Taken in by Perron, nice move. Off the glove and blockered away. Robertson left side, stops up and skates to the point. Now up the middle. Here comes Robertson, still with it. Up the middle, a shot, another whack, and it's save made by Pulver. Same goes for Deering. He's pressed up against the boards. It comes free though. Now out in front, taking a shot, save made. A rebound turned away again by Ivan Kovic. How about a third time up high on Ivan Kovic? Makes the stop once again. Kept in by the Badgers. Osborne chops it along to Deering. Now Finley. Finley to Deering. Takes a weird bounce to Dubinsky. Takes a shot. Hit the post. A rebound. They score! Quinn Finley, the Wisconsin kid, has tied the game. Wasn't in the second time, or the first time was in the second time, and Quinn Finley has equalized. And he is finally back to his scoring ways. In prior weeks, he's been rather ineffective.
Good looks on those rebounds, hanging out right in front of the Wolverine net.
Trying to keep that momentum after scoring that equalizing goal.
You can't let this Wolverine offense get going. They want to keep them that momentum in any ways they can.
Shot, scored! Right on cue, Vasily Zilanov takes the lead for Wisconsin, and just like that, Will Horkoff's goal dissolves into evanescence, and the Badgers lead 2-1. What a snipe.
That is what we saw again, right over the Wolverines.
Michigan and Wisconsin trading some good chances there. Now it's a breakaway chance for Shifsky. Moving in, Garrett Shifsky denied at once by Eli Pulver.
Self here tonight in the crease at the Kohl Center. Just his 8th start of the season and is absolutely.
Here's Pietila at center ice. Dumps that one into the corner, cross ice. Collision in the corner. Pietila picks it up for Wisconsin. Duke trying to clear, out in front for Deering, a shot blocked, the rebound, they score! Wisconsin does it again, Adam Pietila. And the Michigan native scores against the...
Seconds remaining, the Wolverines got beat again. This is a 3-goal period for the Wisconsin Badgers.
He was a freshman last year. He had just 3 points from the Michigan Wolverines. The Badgers normally have some good representation. This is the first year, though, Kate, since 1976 that the Badgers haven't had a men's hockey player at the Winter Olympics.
You know it.
Stick up high there on Tolk, no call. Here's Botterill. Centering pass. Osborne, the one-timer, the save made by Ivan Kovic.
Just absolutely so laid back, and no, that is a great draft story, and I'm sure he'll remember that along with the Oilers.
Here comes Hage moving in, 4-on-4, takes a shot, it's saved by Kovic. The rebound was loose, but Horbach couldn't put it in. Zilanov to Botterill, hits the post. Kept in by Dexheimer at the point. You would say there's no official stat for that. But
It's so quick, it almost didn't even happen. You blink and you'll miss it.
Here's Finley, makes a great move up the middle. Quinn Finley rips a shot wide of the goal. Out in front, a shot again, cleared off the line. Faking the shot was Perron. Now goes across, uncomfortably taken by Hage. Takes a shot blocked by Fitzgerald once again. Robertson taken out of the zone. And here comes Jack Horbach to ice the game. Good night, Madison. Wisconsin puts the cherry on top. 4-1. And the Badgers are back to winning ways.
Jack Horbach, like you said, seals it up, puts it away for the Wisconsin Badgers, and we will see Ivan Kovic head right on back to his goal.
And if you could get over the glass, you'd imagine the fans would storm the ice.
That they would, Aiden.
3 seconds remaining. Wisconsin have beaten Michigan here.
The offense, which is normally so good, #1 in the nation, couldn't get going. They're going to need players like Draper and Ernest to step up.
Michigan begins moving into Wisconsin zone, but it's taken away, and now Quinn Finley has it. Moving in on Luca Fantilli. Shot from Finley is saved by Ivan Kovic, and it goes out to Shifsky by Adam Pietola. Michigan with it in front. Now Rayon Mullen once again. Rayon Mullen falls down, now shoots, and it's a glove save made by Pulver. Early pressure from the Wolverine. Draper loses the puck, picked up by Ben Dexheimer, the captain here on senior night, and here's Simon Tassi. Tassi shot save made by Ivan Kovic, and the deflection went back towards Tassi. Now it's picked up by Oliver Tolk.
They had a lot of success on the power play in the first series against Michigan, and they're hoping they can get back to that.
Dexheimer to Morrissey. Morrissey shot deflected in front. Now it finds its way in. Wisconsin 1, Michigan nothing.
Well, this all starts with Gavin Morrissey just putting it in front of net. Players like Duke need to lead by example. He did that there to prevent any more damage in this first period.
Robinson shot deflected in. It's Kaysen Musket, the first point of his career. And it gets Michigan level.
And Musket just able to get a stick on it, take a deflection.
Face off as it's Phelan by the point. Shot saved by Ivan Kovic. A couple bodies in front for the Badgers. Perron to Park. Duke. Shot goes wide. Rayon Mullen crashes. Perron shot right into the glove. Tipped over the net. Spence. Shock. Shot saved by Pulver. Shock once again. To the point for Robertson. Spence shot. Kick save. And in front was Hage. Pass deflected, not picked up by Keenan Draper. Draper moving forward, and the puck will just settle into the glove.
Absolutely, that just shows the resilience of this Michigan team, that even though they committed 3 penalties, had to go on the penalty kill 3 times, they're still able to fight back, not allow any more power play goals after that first.
Blue and maize, Wisconsin in there, white and red. Blake Montgomery picks the puck up and puts it back in on net. Horback looked to put it back on goal, but could never control it. And now Tyler Duke with it for the Wolverines. The shot goes on net from way downtown. Good box out from Malcolm Spence, but it's picked back up by Adam Pietola. Deering behind the net, looking in front, puck still loose, backhand shot, kick save by Ivan Kovic. Palatichuk, Pietola, pass in front, missed it. Finn Brink with a great chance. Ivan Kovic diving out.
Just unable to get that top-ranked offense in rhythm.
Beautiful pass to Finley, whose shot is saved by Ivan Kovic. Duke finds Park. Park lays it off for Hage. Hage shot saved by Pulver.
And that defense just hasn't been tested ever since the intermission.
Hage to Duke. Duke shot on deflected by Park. Shock pass across, had it blocked. Musket once again waiting for it. Knox shot into the glove of Ivan Kovic. Dexheimer. Shot deflected in front. Fitzgerald battling for it. It's right on the pad of Ivan Kovic.
Let's take another look at this. Good initial save by Ivan Kovic. It's the stick of Duke that prevents Fitzgerald from getting a clean shot, and then just the blocker of Ivan Kovic.
And now Michigan has it, and they'll go the other way. Ernest. Moldenhauer shot off the post. Kept in by Fitzgerald. His shot off the post. Finley. 10 seconds left on the power play. Osborne. Fitzgerald. Blocked by Ivan Kovic. Deering's pass tried to go around the boards, took a weird carom, but it stays in the Michigan zone. Shot right on. And Michigan quickly moving. Horkoff. Shot saved by Pulver. Good back check by the Badgers. Rayon Mullen slips at the blue line. 3-on-2 for Wisconsin. Tolk. Osborne shot saved by Ivan Kovic. Pulver never really saw it. Shifsky a shot again, saved by Pulver. Couldn't control it. McKinney from the point. Shot blocked. Wisconsin looked the other way. Flung in the air. Montgomery, one-on-one. Save made by Ivan Kovic. Aid of some of the crowd behind them. They do eventually find it. Draper with it. Fantilli. Duke. Moldenhauer shot deflected. Into the net. Nick Moldenhauer. Michigan hits the front.
But this is why they're one of the top-ranked teams in the nation.
Looking for Pietola. But it gets past his stick. And now Hage going the other way. Bodies off. Dexheimer looking in front. And Pulver lays on top of the puck.
Yeah, great play by Hage. Little grab by Dexheimer.
Wisconsin will win it off the draw. And Jack Phelan quickly finds himself in a 2-on-1. Orbach to his right. Phelan, shot, kick save made by Ivan Kovic. Crowd anxious to get going once again. Puck is dropped. Controlled by Michigan.
While they've still applied pressure, haven't been able to get anything since the opening 5 minutes of this game on the power play.
Dance in front, backhand, saved by Pulver. Robertson to Hughes. Perron holds up, gives it to Spence, kicked away by Pulver. Stays in the zone. Robertson, Perron, his shot blocked by Poladichuk.
At their disposal, but also because it's not allowing Wisconsin to sustain any time in the offensive zone and apply any pressure for extended periods.
Montgomery, shot saved by Ivan Kovic.
Not enough shots coming from the
Puck
Badgers.
bouncing and out of the zone. Osborne, backhand pass. Couldn't find Finley. Michigan will take the win home to Ann Arbor. T.J. Hughes. Time ticks off. The Michigan Wolverines get a massive win in Madison. 3-1 the final. T.J. Hughes with the nail in the coffin